I know it. Uh, I'm mad at myself. I broke my earphones moving. I forgot that. Should have been got some more by now. It is what it is. Ooh, I have not been on the block in a minute. Simply because 2020 was crazy. I'm realizing today, like, I have been on self-quarantine with my daughter. Going on a year now. Literally, going on a year now. Honestly, I've never had to do this since she got sick. I didn't even know that this was even possible. But I have been type 1 24 hours a day. Like literally. I get no breaks. None at all. When she went to school, that was my time to sleep. During these past school years was a lot of growth for her. So her blood was all over the place, and that made me have to do way more work. And back then, I had a lot less to work with. We did not have Dexcom. And I don't know why Dexcom lies. I'm sorry, but they're lying. You do have to test your blood. I'm going to get a lawyer and sue them if they say it one more time. If that's the truth, why am I still paying out of pocket? And we get $200 a month. If Dexcom didn't need test strips, diabetics wouldn't be given test strips on Dexcom. Believe me, because they don't even want to pay for them. They're so expensive, but they do. They don't have a choice. Facing facts ain't no joke. Peace and love to everybody. Everybody that loves me back, everybody that doesn't, people that don't know me, people that do. I love you regardless. I am really going through it. Gina had like 3 episodes like an hour ago. Totally freaked me out. I'm like, Like I know my momentum has already been pandemic mode since my daughter was in this coma for like 9 days, and then she woke up never to be the same, literally. And I'm grateful she woke up, and I'm thankful for my daughter, and I'm thankful for the experience of parenthood. And it is tough. It's hard to watch face to face. It's tough. Period. Ain't no explaining nothing. It's tough. There's a thousand examples I could give. I have no idea how the audio is on here. I broke my earphones moving. I broke my earphones in my coffee maker. So I'm like, I clearly forgot I have so much to purchase up in here. So it's like, I'm happy though. I'm finally happy. I'm finally stable. Mentally, number one. I've never been this mentally stable. And I don't even know how I am. Because to find out that everything you was taught, well, then again, I can't even go with that narrative. Because I was adopted and they was lying their butt off. So I've been knew. I've been knew about the, what do you call it, naiveness, believing in people and trusting this and all that. I don't even think I was born with that gene. I was born biting my nails. That's what I was born. Because clearly I knew. I don't know why I'd like to get on here and just start eating. But I had eaten some yogurt. I couldn't really eat today. My nerves are like thin. When I'm like that, I can't really eat. Because it's hard. It's hard for me to socialize and reach out to people because they live a totally different reality than I do. So it's like wires just get crossed up. So I gotta just stay to myself. You got some people who feel like I complain about my daughter being type 1. No, what it is, I'm surrounded by people who have no clue to what we gotta deal with. And when you don't have a clue about something, you don't respect it. You know? And I mean, I'm sure I'm like that about things I'm not privy to or not totally well versed on. But my daughter is on like really self quarantine. She was pulled out of school in February and has been in the house every day for almost a year now. She's doing well, but I'm on type 1 overload. Like the fact is, I have to deal with this illness 24/7. This pandemic is second. My socializing is second. My hobbies, my music, everything is second because if I don't keep her stable, I can't get anything done. There's no way. My heart get to pumping. She was going down. Her blood sugar was like 53, and the arrow straight down. The arrow straight down means 100 points down in the next hour. So had we not been looking in the hours, she'd have been in there comatose or worse. So I'm getting the emergency thing. It's brand new. Like literally, they just made it. I don't even know how to use it. And that's the thing. Like I have to rely on so much stuff that I've never used that stuff. I'm praying every time I'm giving it to her to use it, it works. And then it's not tainted. I'm praying like I can trust these companies, corporations, and this health organization here with, my daughter's health. And that's all. You know, it's hard. Like, when I talk to people on the phone, I want a disclaimer. I'm telling them, lawyer it up. I want to know, are you a hater? Like, are you on the good side or the evil side? Like, what are you going to do with my information? I'm laughing it off, but I'm being serious. Because you just never know who you're dealing with. You never know what their intentions are. And that's really a fact. Like, I had an issue with my bank. I talked to two separate people. Two separate people went in two separate different directions on handling the situation. And it's just amazing how clearly this stuff has been going on all over the place. Because we do it to each other. We undermine each other. We eat each other's back out. Support is rare. Understanding is rare. It's frustrating. But I'm happy, like, in my own space. Like, 2021, I just want to focus on writing this next book. Because diabetes awareness in our people is ridiculous. It is literally ridiculous. All types, all five, six types of them. No awareness. And that harms the patient and the caregiver because it's like, okay, me and Gina been facing facts for the past 6 years. Like, we have a situation. We have been trained on how to deal with it every minute of the day, even in our sleep. And I'm sitting here looking back, facing facts, looking back at how this last 6 years really played out. I'm not even gonna go for the whole 15. We just gonna start from when Gina woke up from that coma. Because if I go, it's no need to even go back to all the way to the 15 years or the whole life. There's no need. Those facts been faced when I decided to keep doing what I was doing and become a mother. Um, today I'm just different. Today I'm just different. Like, there's such a double standard dealing with anybody. So it's like, okay, it's just best not to be included in the shenanigans or something. Like, I'm happy. I'm so at peace. My room is so comfortable. I would um put my camera on, but it's like three things. Number one, I'm just not feeling it. Number two, I never did my room. Like, I did my daughter's room. I wanted her room to be perfect. And we got two more deliveries. She getting a projector in her room, and she wants a big body mirror, like the full size mirror. So I got that on the way, and I'm starting on my room now. So, like, I got my lights up how I want it. I didn't buy my bed yet because I have this queen size pillow top air mattress joint, and I'm just so in love with this air mattress. Like, I really need to go to Amazon and give a review for this mattress because I've been here and I bought my daughter's bed. I'm like, I know I need a bed too, and it's in my cart, and I just have not paid for it because I'm so comfortable in this bed, but I don't want a queen. Well, I think I do. Like, it's making me want a queen size. Seriously. I have a full in my cart, but I know better. I'm just gonna get a queen size. But yeah, facing facts, facing facts. I'm sitting here today, it's like, okay, last year is over. And I really do not see any progress when it comes to so-called everybody talking about this normalcy thing. My daughter has been self-quarantined in this house since February. February, I want to say the 26th, and if it wasn't February the 26th, because that could have been a court date or something, it was March 13th. And it's January. February will be here before I know it. Um, I'm a type 1 mom. I'm literally an unpaid nurse. I'm not talking about being a parent. I'm talking about this diabetes. I'm not talking about my responsibility as a parent. I'm talking about the actual actions, the money, the time that I have to take out of my life as an adult outside of being a parent to do this in this pandemic. This has been a real eye opener for me and my daughter. Like, I really want her to really get. Who is the sex one? I want that. I really want her to get how to take care of herself. Like, without all of these um machines and all this technology and stuff, simply because number one, it's not reliable. I mean, see, that's a false statement. But let me clarify. The machines that she has right now, is a gem. Without the data of the patterns and the episodes, it is hard to treat a diabetic child and maybe a very severe diabetic adult. I don't really know how that works when they get to be an adult, but I'm about to learn. Now, when it comes to this thing about, okay, you don't have to prick your finger, yeah, you do. Because those numbers are not the same numbers as your blood. The doctor tells you never medicate by the machine because the machine is tissue measurement. It's not blood measurement. There's going to be a deviation. I show that in my clarity reports. So I love Dexcom, but knowing how to do it without it is very important simply because it's not cheap. And for people of our ethnic group, I don't know too many people that can afford this. I'm not gonna lie. I can't afford it. And I'm not embarrassed to say it because I'm not rich. You have to be rich and in the upper class to afford this stuff. And to be able to keep it running and keep it month to month, week to week, whatever, however the supply comes. Facing the facts, like, I really had to come to a decision. And it took me 3 years after I left Virginia. I really almost lost my mind trying to figure out what the hell was wrong out here. And I'm like, I know it's probably me, but it really wasn't me. It really is. There are no systems designed to produce life. There's no systems designed to keep life sustaining. All of these systems are all over the place, working to keep maybe this group down or this group at this place or this trouble over here. And it's just so frustrating to sit here and watch this now that I have some consciousness. Well, some clarity to my consciousness. I always knew something was wrong. I just thought it was me because that's what I was always told. I was always told it was me. I always thought it was my mother. Everything was her fault. Everything was my fault. But now that I got to do my own research and my own thinking, I see what we all do. We never want to face the facts of what a situation really is why everything just gets out of control. I'm over here in New York I feel some type of way, but I know that I can't blame anyone for how they treated me or my family. I also know facing that fact will help me and whoever, because I've never had a problem with walking on, not even walking away, just walking on. I have went through so much, and I'm proud to say I've learned a lot, and I'm still learning. That's one thing this past 3 years here. Ooh, wait, I've been here 3 years? Oh shit. That's crazy. Wow. Time is flying. This past 3 years here in Harlem literally gave me my life back. I don't know if I'm saying it wrong. I don't know if I'm saying it wrong, but that's the only way I can explain this experience that I'm going through, and a lot of people that I'm connected to. Because all of my connections are connections, whether they're good or bad, they're connections. All of them are strained because I don't think people really understand what has happened in my life. I took a big loss when my daughter got sick. And I don't think people really understood that or ever faced that fact. They saw it as black woman, you had a baby, you got to take care of her. And that was it. It never was like how you see these commercials. These children have cancer. We have to pull together and help. You understand? It was never a tragedy to anyone but me and her godmom. Rest in peace to her. Losing her is another thing. I think this this year without her was the first year, honestly, unless we was mad at each if I was we was mad at each other, this was like my first year without my daughter's godmom from Philadelphia. And I felt it. I felt it many, many moments. I felt it many moments, especially when we moved in. Like I got my phone and I looked at her name and I pressed about to press send, and then I had to stop myself. And I keep hearing her. She's telling me, be strong, be strong. And I know that, like, I know I'm going to do that. That's not, I want to be strong, but I want to be okay too. Just want to face all these facts. I made bad choices trying to get it together. That's what happens when you're scrambling. I scrambled on purpose because that's the way my divorce was set up. It was set up for me to scramble and suffer in the streets with my daughter. I just didn't die. That's how I can put it. I didn't die. I'm sure everyone left me for dead. I guess they expected her to dial 911 and one day they would just have her and I would just be gone. I don't know. I just don't understand the black family. I do know that the black family is broken on many levels, and I can talk about it because I am a black family. Labeled that. I am labeled as a black person, as a black. She's a black. Yeah, I have that label, and I'm about to do something about that. I'm trying to understand all of the options because I don't want to entrap myself even more. considering that my bloodline was born in Pennsylvania and things happen to my family and millions of other families in Pennsylvania. Um, and it's crazy. That happened, and then my family was like literally decimated in any way you can think of: drugs, prison, murder, mayhem. Um, and then I was given up for adoption. And it's so symbolical to me because I'm trying to figure out what did they think. Like, I'm not even gonna go down there. I'm not even gonna go down that road. Because I'm an Aquarius, and no matter what situation has happened or will happen, no one will ever view it as I do. So I'm not even gonna I'm totally different. I think different. I do different. I respond to things totally different than anyone else. I'm not like anyone else. I try not to be. I was asked, what would I have done when me and my ex-husband, well, when he left, when he decided to leave the marriage and dissolve it on his own after my baby was born. And I remember he asked me, it sticks out to me, what would I have done? And I honestly can say I would have done the complete opposite of what he did. I would have left his, I would have left him and his baby that just came out of his vagina in that house. I would have went somewhere else, got me a room until I got me a place. I'd have got a divorce. I would have asked my lawyer for visitations, mediation, and everything that comes with a divorce. And that's what I would have done. I would have never thought to leave my husband and child in the street. And it always dawns on me, why would he ask me what would he done? Because if you was asking me for advice, you should have asked me back then because I would have told you that advice. Do the right thing, son. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Do the right thing. But facing facts. So now we have this momentum that should not even be there for 15 years. A negative momentum, a negative pole. For what? Because someone doesn't want to face facts. Facts are facts. They do not change. Well, what can change is your identity. Okay? That can change and change a lot. They have switched my identity up so much, it's ridiculous. I paid $200 for that ancestry join, and I'm sitting here with the DNA kit, and it's gonna sit right here. It's probably it's gonna expire because honestly, in my spirit, like something told me to do it. Something told me to look up the paperwork only because my situation is so unorthodox. The adoption, then with it being illegal, um, they just unsealed it a few years ago. Unsealed our records, like I literally can request them. I'm debating about facing that fact too, facing that fact too. Something happened to my mother. My mother was a child. And it's like we hear these stories. Do we really know the facts of these stories? Because I grew up for a long time thinking one way, and now to sit here and really put everything in perspective, all the pieces of the puzzles, even the ones that are missing, I have a way clearer picture than I had back then. And I mean on the whole puzzle, everybody. Everybody has a piece. And it's crazy, like, Thank you for joining me on the block. I am really just all over the place. This self quarantine with my daughter, it's been very long. I mean, seriously, I want to go travel, but then I'm like, where am I going? It's too dangerous. Like my daughter's doctor is not even going for that. She really doesn't want us having too much company from out of town. Nobody that hasn't been coming around, so it's like we're not in the shelter anymore. So we've been to ourselves now 30 days. So now it's like, okay, now I've got to go on like a lockdown type thing. Because see, I know I do math and I do numbers. Everybody was running around for the holidays. Now my birthday is coming. Everybody gonna be getting sick. Like I just told my good friend, I love her to death. Please stay home. I think she got mad at me. She said she was never gonna come over here even after COVID. And it made me cry because I'm like, wow, the fact that my daughter is sick and I'm trying to protect her, me, and you, and whoever else comes with you, I'm the bad guy. See? Don't nobody on their face. The fact is, if something happens to my daughter after somebody came here, 1 plus 1 gonna equal 2, and it's gonna go down. And I don't have time for that. I really don't have. Gina don't have another life to play around with it. I don't understand how people could even want me to take this risk for her. And I'm tired of people talking about, oh, you're scared. Yeah, motherfucker. My daughter has type 1. You don't even know what real fear is. Huh. You don't know what fear is, honey. I ain't had a good night's sleep in 6 years. Okay? I ain't slept all night knowing that my daughter didn't have diabetes in 6 years. I ain't slept all night knowing that my phone ain't gonna sound with the police siren or whatever else we using with a low in the middle of the night or 3 in the morning when I'm dreaming about lollipops. Yeah, there's a lot to this people don't get to see. How about this? Friday, she tells me, Mom, I only have 10 needles. Excuse me. Thursday. And Thursday was New Year's Eve. Friday, the pharmacies was closed. Her pharmacy is closed on Saturdays and Sundays. The doctor's office was closed. What am I going to do? I got money. I'm going to go to the pharmacy and buy it. Guess what? Get to the pharmacy. The lady said, I can't sell you these. You need a prescription. I said, well, ma'am, as a human being, what do you suggest I do? My daughter's a teenager and we just moved and we both made a boo-boo. She needs needles. What do you think what would you do if this was your mother or your kid? Mind you, she's thinking I'm probably trying to tell her, sell me the stuff on the sly. No, I wanted a suggestion. I wanted some facts. You're a pharmacist. She's still looking at me like I'm crazy. I wanted to rip her face off. And because I'm like, this is inhumane. I said, as a human being, again, do you think I should call the doctor and get a script? Like, what should I do? Because I'm panicking. I need help. I can't tell you I need help. What hell? I'm in your damn pharmacy telling you what happened. Clearly, I need help. I have a medical emergency. So then she states, yeah, I would do that. I will call and see can you get an emergency prescription and then they can send this prescription. Well, I go to the best diabetic center, I think on the East Coast, to be honest. Naomi Berry. They are connected to Columbia University. And I want to say it's in the hospital, but I don't want to speak out of knowing because I'm not sure who all they tied into. I know they're tied into her school. My daughter had a doctor at the school, a nurse at the school, even though they were not involved. enough with her care. Nobody do it like me because I just know her body. I know her blood. I know what happens. I know when she injects the insulin, how long is it going to take for the insulin to work? I know the different times for both of the types. Like, I know it all because I don't have a choice but to know it all. And I think that people, not even people, this society is not built to support mentally, physically, emotionally. Financially, I've had help. As people know, my ex-husband stopped paying child support. Stopped being a support at all. What little bit that was. Let me take a sip. Because I'm facing these facts. It is what it is. I didn't do anything for anyone to do anything to me. They did it because they chose to do it. They chose to do whatever they wanted to do. Just like I chose to do what I had to do. Because that's one thing I've never done. Was what I wanted to do. I always do what I have to do. And that's a fact. Like now, I need a break from everybody. I just went through a world storm. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't have this amnesia thing that everybody else has. You go through a trauma one day and then you're up ready for some more. I'm not built like that anymore. I am not built like that anymore. I have trauma that I want to deal with and address so I can be strong enough to keep going for the next and the next and the next and the next. This is not going to stop. I want to be prepared. Like everything I believe was already just ripped. Ripped from my soul. But I didn't really believe in it that much anyway. You know, I didn't really have a loyalty to the church. Because I remember them smearing me when they didn't know the whole story. I remember. I remember. I didn't forget a thing. I was drunk a long time, but I ain't forgetting nothing. I was a child and I needed help, and everybody was busy doing other stuff. Nobody was paying attention. The fact that I came from trauma had to be addressed. It should have never been hidden. That's why my mom, like, oh my gosh, it really broke my mother. To this day, the last time I talked to her was her birthday, and she didn't even know it was her birthday. I said, hey, Mom. Hey, listen. I said, I love you. Happy birthday. She said, it's my birthday. I said, Lord, yeah, it's your birthday, Mom. And I knew then that was the last time I was going to talk to my mom. Simply because what happened to her just really... What happened to her really, really took her out of here. Period. What happened to her and her reactions to it took her out of here. Like, I'm happy that even though I went through some crazy, like, I'm facing facts. I was in a bad place even 15 years ago when I got married. I had no business getting married. I didn't even know that man. And I learned that night after we got married, I learned I didn't know that man. I ain't no business marrying that man. No business at all. And that's no shot to him. That is a shot to me. Because I didn't even know myself to know better. Okay? So if anybody should be mad, it should be me. I have no earthly idea why that man was ever mad. I made a mistake. Why are you mad? You didn't lose anything. You had a baby and kept on going. You didn't lose a thing. I made a mistake. I was looking for people to save me. Adoption, I don't think that's a good thing. But see, they confused me because what they did was my adoption was closed. I was never supposed to know a steward. That's why my name don't say that. I'm trying to figure out now how am I going to even prove that that's my tree? Because mama ain't giving up no saliva. My brother's murdered. Grandma did. Uncle Joe did. My brother grandkids somewhere. My niece in prison. I can't even get on the damn tree. Ain't nobody thought all that time to write me in the family. Because all it takes is some notifications. But it's okay. Because I'm going to go back. All I got to do is get that birth certificate that my mother didn't sign. Which that don't even make no sense. I can't wait. Now, this is what I'm going to do too. Because I'm not going to say my mother was lying to me. I think my mother told herself what she needed to hear to be able to go on. She was a kid. She was 17 years old. So I'm not going to sit here and say my mother lied. Then we got to get the story from her mom and my adopted mom. Child, they was mean as hell. I'm pretty sure she did lie about whatever the hell she had to lie about. And then I don't even know that. Grandma may have knew and kept it to herself. She know why my mom was in the street. And I don't care what nobody says. I'm a mother now, so I can speak. Kids don't go out that door into that street unless there's a problem at home that don't nobody want to face. And that's a fact. And I'm a living witness to that. That's why my daughter don't be doing that stuff that I was doing, going out that window and going down the rats. That was a mess. But they made me a mess. Clearly. It's funny, they used to say, she doing this like what her mama was doing. Well, y'all must was raising me just like y'all raised her. Clearly. But you couldn't say that to them. Oh, they beat you down. You're disrespecting them. No. Gotta stop that mess. That's not it. That's not it. Sometimes I cuss too much. My girlfriends will say, Michelle, now you stop all that cussing. I might feel some type of way, but I'm going to listen because you know what? They right. It's a many a times as a child I should have got an apology, and I've heard her talking to people about it. So would never say it to me. That's some hard pills to swallow when you're supposed to have a mother-daughter or a father-parent, parent-child dynamic. That's not a parent-child dynamic. That's some other dynamic, and that dynamic is unhealthy. I lived in that type of dynamic too long. I don't want to say something to someone because I care about them and I get attacked. I go through that with my daughter. She feels like her mom's always nagging. No, I'm actually keeping you alive and trying to teach you how to take care of yourself. Because there's nowhere you're going to go that can do it for you. Baby, Nowhere. Nobody you can call to come here and do this. Even if you get friends, 9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna have this. So who's gonna do it when I'm gone? Who's gonna do it when I'm gone? I want to see her make an effort doing it on her own. I was even accused of using this as a crutch. Are you kidding me? See, I face facts. I baked the cake. I baked the cake and it's pretty good. I just want stress. I'm gonna just send me some more Hennessy. I missed the block, but you know what? I ain't got my keys, and it was like back to back, whoop de whoop, whoopsie whoop. And then like I broke my earphone. Forgot to buy them because I've been shopping for my little apartment. I love it. My view is amazing. I feel creative in Harlem. Like I'm facing the fact that my healing is not going to come from this nation, this society, these people out here. They can't help me. I really had to face the fact like I've looked to everything, church, mental health. Like what? I wasted all that time looking at my mom's history, and the only history I can really see since my birth mother is still living, and my birth family is way younger than my adopted family, like generations younger, literally. I get to see more because of the family that adopted me. And I think that that was like on purpose. I don't think it was a coincidence that this lady had this calling to, I don't think it was coincidence. I don't think any of this is or was coincidence. And I'm facing that fact now. And I'm slowly embracing this new wave of shit, self-reliance. I can't even say this is new. Like I've been having to do this since Gina got sick. Like I had to figure what am I gonna do, and I gotta keep this kid with me every day, unless she's in school. Then I've gotta watch them because they were neglecting her. 1 year she almost died in school, and it's not a lie. I settled for just I can't even talk about it. I had to sign a non-disclosure. I'm not even going to disclose it, but like there's times when other people cannot be trusted with her care. They can make mistakes, and that's her ass. That's her life. And it seems like I really need people in my life that can understand that, and they can actually feed that wave because that is the wave that I'm on. That this is my calling. I didn't choose this. My daughter didn't ask to be born with this disease. I mean, she didn't ask for this disease. This happened to us, and it's like I've been persecuted for it. I've got to show her how to order all of her stuff, keep up with her medicines, make sure it's coming. I get so much with this, and it's a blessing that I have the brains to even manage it, maneuver it. I can tell when I need to file grievances. I can tell when I gotta fight. In the beginning, I wasn't facing no facts. I was just like, I couldn't face the facts because I didn't even know what was going on. I didn't even know. I didn't even know this world existed outside of my unconsciousness until this woke me up. Until this woke me up. Then I'm looking at the prices of these medicines and I'm like, what is going on in this country? Then I get to digging around and I get to looking and I get to seeing and the people are giving me answers and I'm listening to 6-hour lectures and Bobby Hemmett and a lot. The Moors and everything, just everything. Now studying the war since they want to tell it right. That's why I didn't want to listen to it in the beginning. Because I really like facts. I don't like being lied to. I don't like being deceived. And I don't like being misled. It's a waste of time and energy. I was mad at my mom about that Santa Claus stuff. I wish she was here because I know we would laugh about that. I was really upset. I was like, why would you lie to me? Then I just found out I was adopted. And this lady was taking care of me. I'm like, well, who is this lady? She don't give a damn about me. What is going on? It just was a letdown, a disappointment. So, growing up with my daughter, I did her differently. I don't believe there's no tradition that's going to get her into no so-called heaven. I don't believe in none of these traditions. When you can go through these traditions and still get murdered in the street by anybody. What I do believe in is honoring self because that's all I can give to this world is myself. But if I'm not correct, what am I giving? I had to pull up on the block. I haven't been here in a while. I've been really just focusing on my new place. I so want to thank Facebook. I'm gonna cut my mic down. I so want to thank Facebook. I really do. I want to thank Facebook for throwing me in restriction yet again for no reason because you taught me that I'm better than that. You definitely taught me that. I'm better than Facebook. I'm tired of it. I sure am. I'm so tired of it. There is so much going on inside my head. Only because I'm like, wow, my daughter's going to the 11th grade soon. And this homeschool thing is going to have to continue for her. And this is really, it's so different. And mind you, I'm not complaining at all. I'm not complaining at all. I get to hear what they're teaching my daughter. I get to share things that can clear up whatever, because they are good for. Well, I'm not going to say New York has done that since I've been here. I see this is actually the best curriculum for the school she's at. That's the best I've heard, and I really feel like I want to go back to school and do it over if they're going to do it right. I'm playing. I'm so playing. I feel like I want to make some music, but I think what I want to do now, because I have so much, I want to pick 3 songs, maybe 10, and work on them. Of course, I got to get new earphones. Like I'm facing nothing but facts from here on out. This has been a hard road for me to be on. I have had people by my side. I have had people fall off. I've even been, I'll be honest, I have been where I needed my own space to get my own head together. Because I deal with so much that people really don't understand and they really do not support. And it's not a knock. They may not even know how. I don't even know how anyone could have helped me. Nobody that I know um, could have helped me. Nobody. And that was an issue that I had. I think from being adopted, it taught me that it's weird. It's like I felt like I was given this family because that's the way it goes. Like I never had a reality like this is not normal. Like this is just the way it goes. It's just weird. But I know I corrected it because when it comes to my daughter doesn't have abandonment issues. Even though there's a one-parent home in her home since she was a baby, she does not have abandonment issues because what I chose to do was to rise to the occasion, which I said I would. That didn't take me bashing the man that I laid down and made her with. That's energy that I wouldn't even entertain. I became a super mother. That's what I did. I built a family when needed to be. I was the link to both of her godparents. I did the work. It wasn't a vocal thing. It wasn't a bashing thing. It was action. It was acts. The acts that I took from the day that me and him went 2 separate directions, my actions speak louder than any word I can sit here and say. Facing facts. Facing facts is always mandatory. Emotions are useless. Your emotions, my emotions, their emotions are useless. It's void energy, wasted energy. I do not, after all the hell I had to walk through, being spit on, being undermined, being lied on, being lied to, yeah, that's all made me happy. Like facing facts is necessary. I can't keep living in America on my ancestors' land and keep resetting every day like yesterday's facts don't matter today. It won't matter tomorrow and next year and beyond. Facts don't change. It's harder for me to get along with society because it seems like a mental illness, like one big lump of mental illness that everybody is playing a part in, creating a big disease. It's embarrassing and it's sickening. If the families out here need repairing, where is the space for that? And everybody's hating, or everybody's just feeling. If you got work to do, emotions don't matter. Let me tell you about emotions. I'm a type 1 mom. A lot of people don't know what that is. One day I want to give a 24 hours of a day that we're really like hectic, which is hard because I have no control over her blood and it does what it wants. So it's hard for me to catch episodes, but today would have been good for you to see into the actual factual happenings that I deal with on a 24/7 basis. And I'm not just speaking for me, I'm speaking for everyone else with special needs children, with chronic illnesses. And the pandemic is making me open my mouth. But I went through this for 5 years. I went through neglect, abuse, unawareness. I went through me trying to learn how to take care of my daughter and me being stepped on by everyone. As if I wasn't going through a trauma or a traumatic event, or like I was supposed to just reset. Like how you sit and you see someone get shot down and you see it today and you march for a month and then you go back to seeing it happening again. Like I can't do that mentally over and over again. I can't. I did that with my trauma when I was 12. I did that for so many years. It's a wonder I lived. I still look back and like, yo, the mentality that I had at 12 years old, I had that when I got married. No one understands that. He's mad at me. Shit, I'm mad at me. The hell you mad for? Your life didn't change, son. You didn't stop and raise a kid, son. You got remarried. You healed just fine. I'm the only person that walked away totally different than the person I was when I went into the marriage, so-called marriage. So it's like people don't like facts, especially when they're attached to them. See, I'm a little different. Because I done lived in the dirty. I done had people do all kinds of grimy stuff to me. So what comes off my tongue, 9 times out of 10, is the energy that it really is real. It's not nothing I'm faking or making up. It's real. I be meaning what I be saying. But I try to watch what I say because I know people don't know how to take me. Like I'm talking now, you would think that I have an attitude. I'm sitting here with my Hennessy bottle with a smile on my face. I'm not upset. But people don't know how to take my energy. And that's okay. Because it's not going anywhere. One day you will. One day you're going to love me. It happens to the best of them. Thank you. I really want to thank you for joining me on the block. This is a therapy edition because I have been on self-quarantine it's going on a year with my daughter. My daughter is type 1 diabetic. She's not a fat kid. She has diabetes mellitus. Look it up. The maintenance it takes to care for her before pandemic was hell on me. This is why New York City gives me work credit because they understand that normally when my daughter gets up and goes to school, that's my cue to go to bed because I've been up all night on blood watch. They actually understand what it takes day in and day out. This is why my daughter has disability, and mind you, I never applied for it. They met me at the hospital when they thought she was going to be brain dead and blind. Hello, we went through that 9 days. She was in that coma. The universe gave her back to me whole, except for her pancreas. Her pancreas did not come back. So we're screwed already. I appreciate everyone's advice on what to do, but if you can't give her another pancreas, I still got to do all this other work plus what you're advising me to do. I have tried to take carbs out of her diet. She almost went to the hospital. I will never do that again. Her body needs it. She's not an adult. Children are different. Ugh, it's a lot. And I don't get support from the people close to me. So I won't have anyone close to me because I need support. I need understanding. If I tell you, New York City is lit, okay? My daughter's on self-quarantine. I have doctor's orders. We can't have visitors. For her health, I would just ask that I would get the support to say, wow, you've been in the house for a whole year. You've not been able to go see anyone. Damn, you've had a sister die and your daughter's godmother died and you couldn't even go to the funeral. I'm so sorry that y'all have to deal with that. I'm going to video you a little more even when you don't feel like talking or you feel like you don't want to answer my phone. I'm going to video you a little bit more because I know you in there hurting. My baby never had a grandma that I trusted. Let me stop. My baby never had a grandma. Ain't no grandma helped me through no pregnancy and no birth and no 15 years of life. It's only been me. But when it comes to my people, listen, crickets. It comes to my people during this pandemic, it's been very hard. And it has really exposed the true character that I don't like in Americans. And it's nobody's fault. We all have reconstructing to do. Everyone that came here, born here, is here. You have reprogramming to do. And I can't take it because everybody's walking around like they don't have a part in this when they do. Facing the facts, I'm going to turn up a little bit more Hennessy. I broke my earphones, so I'm on pause. I'm waiting on my desk to come, my studio desk, and we got all these packages coming. Gina's getting her business started. I gave her $250 yesterday to make sure she can start getting her supplies that she needs. I want her to be able to be an entrepreneur simply because of her illness. And number two, to be reliant on yourself, of course, but simply because of her illness. There's a public crisis out here. Number one, the public has a mental health problem and they have a physical health problem. So why am I going to sit here and train my daughter to go out here and get a job? That's all I'm going to say. Her medicines is over $10,000 a month. What kind of job is she going to get? That's going to pay for that and rent and light bills, clothes, food. I tried to buy butter the other day. It was $6.99. Food been real high. I call and ask some family members for food, and they say, what you need food for? I be like, oh, I don't even know what I called and asked for food for. What was I thinking? I don't know what I need food for. Good question. What do I need food for? This is what my type of people tell me. But I called one of my white friends. I'm not going to sit here and lie about nothing. I called one of my white friends, or I called Jamaica, Audrey. She came and put $300 worth of food in my refrigerator, in my freezer. And I thank her so much. Gestures like that go far with me. Because I'm used to people taking from me or making sure they put something in my life to where I don't get what I'm supposed to have. You understand? That's what I'm used to. So when people show me love, like last February, most beautiful gesture. All of these authors did an auction for their books, and they raised over $4,000 and donated it to Gina's medical expenses. And you know what? We have been at the best position with medical supplies since then. She was able to have Christmas and some, and we was in the shelter. It was just, I just really being at the shelter and getting love from complete strangers blew my mind. And mind you, I went there the way I was when I left everyone else. I was messed up. I was paranoid. They had me on all these pills because of my so-called bipolar manic. No, I was surrounded by assholes. I wasn't even bipolar. I respond to America. I'm not no damn bipolar. I just got a real short fuse for BS. And yes, I go through depression. Everybody I loved is dead or murdered. The hell? They murdered my brother. I couldn't even go to his funeral. He has an obituary. I'm not even named. Yeah, I'm facing all the facts. I have a lot of issues and a lot of weight that I can't just throw away. Like how they're like, oh, you shouldn't applaud the streets and stop listening to that music and stuff. But do you know how I was born? Do you know how my brother and my mother had to go out there and get it? Do you have an idea? So you know I'm from Philly in the 70s and 60s? Do you have an idea what era I came from? My mother was born in 1962. 1962, okay? By 15, she had a son. Explain that. Clearly, she wasn't living in Beverly Hills. Does that shit happen in Beverly Hills? Hell, not too long after she was born, they dropped a bomb on Philly. So, like, you understand, I came from the streets. I wasn't born on no farm where it's quiet at. I was born out the chaos that the United States created here. I'm understanding this myself. I never understood why I was a rebel. My mom used to call me a hellraiser. My cousin, he named me Trouble when I was like 8. I never understood why I did those things or why I was so inquisitive or why I felt like everybody was lying about everything and I always had to go in the drawers and look in the paperwork and see what they lying about this month. I don't know why I was doing them things, but I did them. There was a feeling that I had in my childlike spirit, in my little brain, my little spirit, that these people are not right. And I'm talking about everybody, even at the school. I couldn't stay in school. And my mother knew it too, because I have to stress this. I think I'm the only person in America, black, labeled black, because I'm not black. I'm not black, and I'm not that native that they attach to the Alaskan Indian either. I'm the other one, the original one. And I got documents to prove it. I'm not playing no games. And it hurts to know that this scenario is given to a people and they will not put it down. Put it down. It's killing us. Everybody's gone. And my mother's still alive, but she's dead. Imagine that. She didn't even know it was her birthday this last year. I can't imagine what she don't know today. You understand that? Do you think that she chose to get an astral? She chose to astrally come here and go through that? That's why I get mad when they be like, "You chose your mother." Hey, wait a minute. There's a twist to that. I was already attached to her, clearly. I chose her. We got the same DNA for a reason. I was already aligned to come through this plane, regardless. Just like my great 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 grandmothers and great 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 grandfathers on both sides, all hundreds of them. I don't want to teach my daughter that you're living in a world that you can't trust. And I also don't want to lie to my kid. Excuse me, my heiress. I'm trying to learn how to watch my words. And it's so hard because I cuss like a sailor. They say I get that from my grandma Bert. When I met her, she was holy. I cried when they told me she cussed. Hell, I cried when they told me she was never married. I said, well, where did you get all those children from? Because, I was raised in the South. When I was coming up, they didn't have young mothers having kids till I got to high school. And I got the hell out of there. I did. I wasn't used to seeing young people with kids. My mom was real old, so I thought old people had kids. I said the people out in the streets fixed me up on that. One time, your mama is too old. That ain't your mama. That's what started everything. I'm like, she sure ain't. I kept looking at her like, what is going on here? That's when I realized that I couldn't trust this place. And she told me that when I was like 5. You can't trust these people. She lie about Santa. They lie about who can. They be telling people that they gave birth to you, child. They ain't even give birth to you. This is what I'm telling my friend inside me. Like, these people out here is wicked. Ain't never trusted nobody. And a lot of times I be right. I was right to be angry as I was a little girl. Because the way they was telling me that stuff was to hurt me. It wasn't to help me not be hurt. Not answer the demonic spirits that we had. Because, baby, we had them. I'm not going to see it like we didn't. We had them. It was something on us. I broke out of it. I'm amazed that I did it. And I should be getting, I'm not saying praise or rejoice, but it feel like everybody that saw me go through this should be really genuinely happy for me and supportive, because that shit happened to me. It didn't just go away. I think I'm the fact that can't be faced. The fact that you can change, you can get up, you can do what you gotta do, and you can be a help to somebody. You can be a help to yourself. It's just, I don't know. It's a lot. I have a lot of resentment that I have to deal with. I'm mad at my mother right now on the low, like in the low, in my lower self, because I want my mom. But I'm not a fool. Like, I'm not mad at her. For real, for real. Now that I understand. But I was so angry. And I hope, and I'm asking the universe, if any of that energy that I was sending to her and any of that hate affected her, please, I'm sorry and take it back. She didn't deserve any of that. And I understand why I'm not in my brother's obituary. I get it. They were protecting me. And mommy was protecting herself. That's one thing she never got to do, was face any fact that happened to her. Even when she had that stroke last year and this whole shit hit it's so much I can't even talk about. It's a lot. Even when that big mess happened, that was the first time she was able to tell the truth about what happened to her. Because I know when you're young, I know what adults do. They blame you because they don't want to feel like they messed up. That's not fair. And people have ruined a lot. It's a lot of broken males and a lot of broken females walking around out here because of that. And I'm talking about my people. I'm not talking about no other ethnic group because I ain't never been in their house. I'm talking about them houses that I knows about. Okay? Don't get it twisted. I want to thank you for pulling up on the block. I've moved. We're not in the shelter no more. That was a very, very humbling experience. I'm grateful for everybody that I met that pushed me to just grow. Whether it hurts, whether it don't hurt, just grow. Focus on what loves you. Focus on what makes me happy. Focus on what I never got to focus on before. You know? I was always mixed up, trying to figure out this, trying to figure out that, all emotional. No facts, nowhere. Now I'm sitting here with facts. Now I'm sitting here with facts. And with those facts, I can make better choices about my life in America. For my daughter, my godchildren, my god grandbaby. And if I ever find them, my brother's grandchildren. I'm so hurt from so many different directions. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to fix any of this. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to completely heal from any of this. But I'm going to face the facts of all of this, or every bit of it. I'm lawyered up. I'm going to tie up all loose ends. Hold on. I got to give me some earphones because I'm missing my mic. I can't really record right now. I'm so upset because I only have, what you call them? Earphones. I need headphones without the microphone. And I forgot I broke them when I moved. I keep saying it because I've been seeing, I'm telling you, my dreams is something else. That's why I kept dreaming about them earphones. Because they not here. I do that with stuff in the refrigerator. I need stuff. I keep dreaming that I bought it. Then I go in there looking for it. I be like, I know good well I bought it. I said, oh Lord, I done dreamed. So it's something about this location that I'm at by this water is doing something. I'm not into all the metaphysics of everything. I'm not a pro at nothing. I just know from my own experience about me, I've always had to be on this East Coast and not too far down south. I'm not going to lie. When you get to that Virginia state line coming from Maryland, that's honestly as far as I'm supposed to go. Living wise, I don't think I'm supposed to live nowhere but Philadelphia or New York, to be honest. And that's weird. Most people that know me know I was scared to death to even come to New York when I was, well, how old was I when I came to the Apollo? I think I was like 19, 18. I know I wasn't married. It was a long time ago. Listen, it's something about this water. Y'all know I'm Aquarius. My birthday is in a few weeks, couple of days, few days. I'm so excited. I don't know what y'all people do, but my people, you got my skin tone, and you from the streets like I was, even though I wasn't living in the streets. But child, they tell you gonna die when by the time you're 16. Keep on, you gonna die, you gonna die, you gonna die. That's all you hear. So for every birthday I get, I be happy because I be like, you lied. No, but that is a bad statistic. My brother didn't make it to 21. Matter of fact, yeah, he made it to 20, and a couple of months after that, they killed him. They murdered him, blew his head wide open. That was the worst day of my life. Well, one of the first worst days of my life. That's a fact I had to face. Like facing facts is not emotional. It's it's a process that you go through in order to move forward, not backward. When you're not facing actuality, there's no way you're going forward. I did that for a long time. Too long. I'll never do that again. The mentality that I had, I can't even explain it anymore because it's gone. It's like poof, gone. I can't function on a lower level comfortably anymore. It's uncomfortable. If I'm in a room full of people that are talking about gossip and blah 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 stuff that I'm not in tune with, it is uncomfortable. I've never been through that before. Like I've never been this person before. Please, I want to thank you for pulling up on the block. Please subscribe, like the channel, comment, thumbs down, thumbs up, either or. It's a reaction. I appreciate you chilling with me. Shout out to all of my subscribers. I love you guys. We're getting more and more. I see you and I thank you for believing in my little old me. Just little old me. I'm a little fish out here swimming in this big old American ocean. I just want to be happy. I want to keep this momentum. I just started writing a new book. I haven't really got my title yet. The title that I have is just blah. It's just there. So I know what the file is. But I know it's going to be about the struggle. Who is this? The struggle of being in a part of a broken people and the. Let me start over. It's going to be mainly about the brokenness of my people and the effects it has on the families that have chronic illness and have to deal with it. It's isolating. It's it's heavy. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's been really hard. But I'm not gonna lie, my daughter is strong. She looks good. She's healthy. She's been quarantined. It's going on a year. So if anybody's wondering why I'm getting anything or getting any assistance, it's because my daughter's school closed and per doctor's orders, she is quarantined. I just don't talk about it every day. I don't post about it all the time. Because I mean it's our reality. Do you post that you brush your teeth? No, you just do it, right? Yeah, she's been quarantined almost a year now. So this has been really rough on both of us. Like I'm going out for my birthday, 24 hours. Um, you know where I'm gonna be at the Marriott one day for myself, just to breathe and just be in a different environment for my birthday, just to treat myself. I wish I could go to the mansion they have here. They do massages. I'm not bougie, but I like to feel good and I like to look good and I like good stuff. That's all I know. I really could use a massage. It's stressful. Like I don't have a boyfriend. Well, I'm not gonna go here. I don't have outside relationships. Most of my time goes to nurse duty. So yeah, it gets hard because I don't want to neglect her and then feel that pressure if something happens. It's like a guilt thing. It's very hard to manage. And sometimes I get mad with her because I want her to be able to do it so I can just get a little break. And she does good. When I take that 24 hours, um, I can see her machine. She has everything that she needs. It'll be even easier here because she's home. She has all her stuff. I don't have to worry about her being with someone who's unaware of what to do and how to do it and when to do it because it's so much. Child. Ugh. But she does well on her own, but that can't happen every day because episodes happen like that. And if she's not able to help herself, someone has to be there to keep her alive. And I don't think people really get that. My phone is going off. Let me go to the right one. Hey, I was thinking about having a party for my birthday this year, but then I'm like, dang, pandemic. They shutting down parties in New York. I was seeing them. They was lit at them COVID parties. I ain't even gonna lie. I didn't call. I didn't say a word because I was like, Lord, what I did was came on in my crib and shut the door. Because I already know people gonna do what they want to do because America done made this thing like, oh, this is the land of Babylon. You can do whatever you want. You ain't gotta answer for it. That's how America is ran. From the top to the bottom. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna let the world do what it do because that's what it's gonna do anyway. There's nothing I can do to the whole world. I'm gonna go in my house and lock my door until this mess is over. I don't have no problem with that. Call me scared, call me whatever you want. I call it, don't call me for fronts. Call me when the BS is over. Like I don't see the logic of me wanting my so-called freedoms during a pandemic just so I can say that no, I'm not gonna try to stay alive or try to stay away from other people until this is over. Like, where is the logic in it? I don't see any logic in it. Like last year just made me sick with everybody. I remember everything. I haven't forgot nothing. The toilet paper, the waters, $20 a case. Can you imagine? Do you know how much water I have to buy? I'm literally about to buy that tank thing. It's like the tank. And you can get the water out the thing and they deliver it to you door that big gallon drum, 50 gallon, whatever. I don't think it's 50 gallon. I'm about to get that. Because they charge you extra money. It's like $5, $6 just to buy the water because they're gonna charge you for the plastic you buying. And listen, I don't know what is going on out here, but it's just a bunch of bullshit. Excuse me, I'm sorry for cursing. I'm not sorry for what I said. It really is. I got all these bottles need to be recycled. I need my money back. I'm not standing out there selling the bottles now. This is so far. I don't even know where it's at. And I see they got the thing out there for free. You can give it. I'm not giving up. That's so. Who is keeping the money that these people don't pay for their plastic? Because you got to pay. Listen, butter was $6. I'm gonna say that again. I was on the phone with my cousin from Philly for almost an hour. He was in ShopRite going off. It's expensive out here, and don't nobody want to sit down. They paying you to sit down. Shout out to the people that got a job. See, I wasn't even in that bracket before pandemic because I'm needed at home. So, the pandemic didn't bother me. The people the people. Like this vaccine. How do you have a vaccine when the disease you are supposed to be vaccinating has 4,000 mutations? I read medical transcripts and stuff all the time because I'm always looking for news on diabetes because what they do is they don't give you medical information like they should. You have to go and find it. Just like the recalls. They choose what recalls to put on mainstream news. That's why I don't like the news. If you're not going to tell the whole story, you're lying. If you're only telling part of the story, you're lying. Facts. Face on. About face? No. So, 4,000 variants of one disease you're vaccinating people for. They're still getting it. Okay. Now there's a new disease, a new one. So, what logic? I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to say it because there is no answer. I don't want to know what logic they're using because whatever it is, it's not logic. Are you kidding me? Take, for instance, me. I'm in a hot spot, okay? My zip codes that I have been in, these past two zip codes, have not been super red, but what would I want to get a vaccine for? If I'm pushing a year without even getting a sniffle. Because I eat with ginger. I do I work with my blood and my body and my intake of food because we've been doing nutrition for 6 years in this house. So I cook with ginger. I cook with different things. Turmeric. Just bought some turmeric. Audrey tells me everything to get. When my other daughter's godmother told me that she had an issue with the COVID, I'll text her a lot of things. I wanted her to put in her cabinet. I know she a younger generation. They don't really, you gotta go to grandma and stuff. Well, what do I gotta take for this? Because it's a food or a herb for everything. Okay? And my daughter eats what I cook. So if me and her, and she high risk. So if we've been good so far, clearly we're doing something right. I keep everything clean with the best of deodorizers and everything. So what is the logic of me letting you inject me with anything? There is none. That's the fact. There is none. What is the logic of me taking a risk with my daughter? There is none. I did that already when I was unconscious. That's how she got in this predicament, I believe. I believe it was those vaccines. There were instructions in them from decades ago. And it worked on my bloodline. I just got news. My mother's brother just got it. Old as he is, not saying old as he is, but he's not a child. He wasn't born with it. And he has it bad. Worse than my daughter. My aunt had it bad, worse than my daughter. She went blind. And she only lived 25 years. So I have a lot of pressure on me, even with that story. When my daughter got this, I was devastated. I knew then the world was conspiring against me to make sure that I fall on any side possible. So I fight hard to avoid complications and death. I try any and everything. I come out of pocket $400 if she need her insulin. I ask people for help. They say yes or they say no. It's hard. I try to teach her. She works my nerves. She don't want to listen. She's hard-headed. She's a teenager. Her body's changing. So is her blood. It's a lot. But I'm grateful that I have the mind set to be strong enough to do this and to carry it out and to face the fact that I am doing this and salute myself. This is why I do my music. This is why I do my writings. This is why I do when I have the time and the focus and the energy to do it. This is why I do these things to celebrate myself and then to leave a mark for my daughter when I'm going. I don't do this for me. But then again, I do. It's a therapy for me. I'm not going to lie. Because I keep a lot of stuff in. I can't really call anybody and express this to them. They won't understand. Or they'll give me one of these. Just pray about it. Even with that, I still have to deal with my flesh and my emotions and the heaviness that I walk under. Because it's not going anywhere. Like when I hear that, it's like you can't pray the devil's works off of you. You got to, like, you know what I'm saying? When traps of men have been set on you, you can pray all you want. Look at slavery. You don't think them people was praying? I mean, I get the logic, but you're talking about two separate planes. You're talking about spirituality or religion, and then you're talking about real life, 1+1 = 2. Cause and effect. Because this happened, the effect is. I'm talking about that line. Stop running stuff parallel. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't even want to talk about no God or nothing with nobody. I am from the old school on that. That's none of anybody's business. Because I have a live here. I'm waiting for somebody to say, what you mean you're not Christian? I'm waiting. I am waiting. Ain't nobody going to do it, though. No, I do not conform to one religion. One man-made religion. I'm sorry. Not me. No, I do not. And that's that. Do I have an explanation? Do you want to know what I do? That's personal. It's none of your business. When I talk to my higher power, you are not there. You're not involved. See your way out of it. I don't want to do religion. Why would I want to fellowship with people that are mentally unstable? That's all I want to know. No, I don't want to fellowship with anyone. I want to meet good people, people with good connections, people that I can learn from and grow with. That's no more, no less. Why do you keep texting me? I'm not answering you. I know they see me when I'm not answering you. See, like, I don't know. I just have a different set of goals, I think, than what people are used to me having, which if you knew me a long time ago, you would know that this person was there, just not in the right environment, and she was coming back. She was coming back. Let me take a sip. Should have made me some coffee. How long I've been on here? I can't tell. I just figured out a new way to go live. I want to thank. Let me go to this channel because I want to get him a shout out. I hope his name ain't what I think it is. I can't say that word. I can't say that word. I don't even like trying to say it. Aboriginal power. Aboriginal. I hope that's it. Not the other word. Aboriginal power. I love that channel. I wish I was as well versed with them so I could get up there and talk. I almost did it the other night, but I'm not going to go up there talking about something because I'm not really, like, my stake in this is more personal. It's like I lived a life that had this encoded in it. Like my life led me there. So it's not like I did the knowledge first and then I got to them. No, my life was screaming at me like, listen, something's wrong and you have to figure it out or you're gonna not, this wall is not moving until you figure it out. So my connection to this land and what happened on this land and to my people, my connection is literally personal. No, everybody's is personal. It's not, it's new. It's super new. It's super new. I'm not comfortable with my situation simply because my roots are destroyed. Um, Somewhat. They're disconnected from me because I was adopted. So, like to be able to go talk to great grandmom or go talk to such and such, I can't really do that. So, I'm coming at it from I want to say spiritual level. Like the spirit led me to this. Like my spirit led me to this. Something was wrong when I got here. That's why I've been biting my nails since I was in my mama's stomach. A lot of people don't know that. I've been biting my nails since utero. Or doing that motion. Maybe I didn't have nails. Doing that motion, whatever. That's what I've been doing for a long time. You can tell by my pinky nail, it's so little. Because I bit it. I had my nerve. So something always was off for me. And probably for all of us if we really sit down and think and go back. Well, not all of us, some of us. Like I was never completely brainwashed. When I got to school, the school to drug pipeline, I was already born into the drug game, so the pipeline wasn't effective for me. I rebelled in school. I was the troublemaker in school. Because they bored me. I was in college courses. They skipped me from 5th grade to 7th grade. I was in the 9th grade at 12. I quit school by the time, when did I say I was 14? I was in 11th grade. No, I was in the 10th grade for the second year. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that adds up. That's the math. I remember. Yeah, so I'm a different type. And my mother really never told people about me being skipped and me taking college prep and all of this stuff. It was never really a big deal, which I think had that dynamic been a little different, she'd have been younger to put more life into me. We would have been able to balance my mistakes. And I probably would have been a different person. But, that may not have been the way I needed to be today. Because I sure need to be who I am today. So I accept. I accept it all. I can face every fact of my life. That's why I wrote No One to Tell. And that's why I shared it the way that I did. I wanted to speak the release because it was real. That changed me. I had never told anyone any of it in that order. Most of it I never even spoke to no one. Someone knew, but I never dealt with it. We just kept going. We gotta stop doing it. I have stopped doing it. When something hurts, something happens, I address it right then. And 9 times out of the 10, I shut down. I shut down. I'm learning how to live longer. I refuse to let anyone stress me. When I feel my panic level or my anxiety level or my anger level or my resentment level go up to a high to where it's affecting me and I feel it, before I act on it, I shut down. And it works for me. It's lonely, but it works for me. It works for me. Because I'm dealing with a special needs child with a real medical illness that if something happens, these people in the United States will lock my black ass up. I will be a Negro that day. They will send me straight to jail. Because no matter what, I do not have the right skin to get off on anything. I don't have the right skin color to get off on anything. They still want Asata. They've been wanting us since before I was even born. I don't have the right skin color to make any mistakes. So I take my daughter's health very seriously. And then I don't want to lose her. I really want her to have a good life. Unbeknownst to anyone who thinks otherwise. Because there are people out there who think that I'm a horrible mother and I just sit around and talk about people to her and just that's all she knows. Honey, my daughter, that's sad that people. Somebody talking about that. Let me go check. Y'all know I get to be in. One thing I do got is pay lawyers. I am so proud of my little place. It looks so cute. I wanted to do a housewarming. I wanted to do all these normal things. Like I never had no. Every time I get something, I can't get no normalcy. I get pregnant. You think I had a baby shower? No, I didn't. Nobody gave me no baby shower. Nobody. Child, and thank God they didn't because everything I had, somebody ran off with it. Ugh. And I accept that fact. I accept that fact that I was done dirty in my divorce. Me and my lawyer accept that. See, it works better. And I was never the one to be bitter with people hurting me because people been hurting me all my life. Mama told me, I beat you because I love you. So, I always thought that was love anyway. So I never got mad at nothing nobody ever did to me because I thought it was normal. Now I'm like, child, you is a mess. Sit down somewhere, girl. Let me take over. And then my daughter showed me what I deserved and how good of a person and how good of a heart I have under the right conditions. Because I can be good as good can get and bad as bad can be. It depends on you and me. I'm making that a song. It really does. Like, I can't sit here and blame myself. Okay, my mama was wrong for being mad at me, being mean to me when I was a little girl. First of all, my mama was old as I don't know what. Facts over feelings. I want that, I'm going to get that tattoo. Because when I heard Grandmaster Jay say that last year, I've been saying that is a powerful epiphany. It should be for everybody. Because all this feelings mess is a waste of time and energy. And I've been doing energy audits for 3 years. We have no slot for that. Feelings don't get a slot on the block. There's no room for that. Facts. Facts is last year a pandemic came to New York It was supposedly wiping out everybody. And today I'm sitting here with my life, health, strength, and some good, strong sanity, full of consciousness. Today I have the choice to choose to be myself. I have the choice to create whatever I want. I have a choice to not waste the time that I'm given here on feelings. I have a choice to let the facts rule. And I can also not like the facts. That's not important. Survival, thriving on a level to my choosing and my liking and my comfortability. That is my choice. And whatever it takes. If I got to lawyer up to do that, that's what I'm going to do. If I got to make a song to do that, that's what I'm going to do. If I got to write a book and take, I don't know how long to write it, that's what I'm going to do. Because it takes me a long time to write a book. Because I juggle so much. Facts. 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 Face them. I'm facing the fact that I live in America and it's a hot mess out here. The climate is bad. There is no harmony. If this is a nation, it's having issues. The like-mindedness is divisive. That's the only like-mindedness I see is divisive. Listen to her. And they looking for a salsa. That thing made me so mad. I'm gonna listen to her book tonight. That's a shame. You know how many cops got off for shooting these people out here? Before we even saw it on the news. Like now we see it all the time. Amber Geiger. Why are they looking for us out there? They ought to be ashamed for even saying that out loud. They ought to be ashamed. Child. Unbelievable. That's a slip. That's telling me right there. You think it's gonna be any different when Biden gets in to be a president? I just don't even understand the logic. No matter who the president is, the system is the same. You can get a good president or a bad president. They still got the same options. The same system. You think Biden's gonna get in there and say, free all the black people, give them back their birth certificate from the Queen? Yeah, all right. Those people ruined my family. Drug charges out the ass. Then they got you where you can go and sell the weed and get a business. What about all them families you destroyed already? Nothing, right? I'm facing the facts that this thing is terrible. It's a constant cycle of abuse. It's like a narcissistic relationship. That's dangerous. Ugh. Facing facts. I'm facing the fact that this nation is not really making me proud right now. I just don't understand it. I want to shout out to the conscious community. I want to give a shout out to the conscious community because y'all reached me. I once was lost, okay? But now I see. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, but now I'm found. left that Hennessy. I once was blind, but now I see. Boy, I'm telling you, Sabir and Kush, y'all woke me up like I got saved in a church. I said, is this that Holy Spirit they was talking about? I said that for about 3 months. I was like, it's like a Holy Spirit. I went to the temple. I'm like, I don't know what this is, a Holy Spirit. Because I was adopted. Do you know what it was like that day I was able to look at my mother when I realized who she was? Because I thought this other lady, well, I thought her girlfriend was my mom. I didn't even know who was my mom, who was my dad. Inside. Boy, y'all have no idea what I've been. I love it. I love it. America made a big jungle out of this place. And I rode every damn vine out here on the East Coast. From North Carolina to New York. And a little bit of Georgia too. Don't get it twisted. Child, they had to send me home. I wasn't never going to leave for school. Inside, let me hush. I really, really, really want to stop right now and thank everyone who has supported my channel. I know it says that I've been on here since 2010. That is a lie. That's when I logged on to YouTube. I started my channel when I came to the shelter in New York City. I stayed there 3 years, 2 years. Almost 2 years, not consecutively day to day, but a total of 2 years, we did not have a worker. I did the work to find me an apartment, and I was blessed with my apartment the day before Thanksgiving. I got the keys the day before the. So I really want to thank everyone who has been on that journey with me to that point and to this point, and to everyone who has joined the block since I've been here. Please, if you can, go to Amazon, check out No One to Tell. If you want to read a little book, because my first book is kind of small. It was my test run. I'm very proud of myself. I want to do a book reading. One day I'm going to set up a book reading. I want to actually just read the whole book. I'm not going to break it down like I did with the videos when I was writing it. I wanted to do an event. But if I wait for the pandemic to end and not face the fact that there is a public issue going on, so I'll never get it done. So I'm just going to do it. I'm going to set a date, get my calendar and set a date. I'll let everyone know. I hope everyone is being safe. I have lost some really close people that I never thought that I would go into 2021 without. And I think that's getting to me now. And Gina, my phone is telling me your phone needs to be charged. Let me make sure this girl. My phone telling me your phone needs to be charged. No, it don't.
Yes, it do.
For real?
Yes,
I never.
it does that when you hit like.
What? I never do that.
It's not anymore.
Oh, wait, the thing might have been late.
Yeah.
I ain't. You ain't never tell me my baby was low. Oh, you're rude. Right. Well, that's good to know. Like, if I'm not here and I'm out somewhere, my phone is dying, you know. Okay, Gina, that was a good idea. I'm going to have to share this app with the people so they know what to use. That's a very good app. My daughter found an app where, because I have to do all the going out, and she's getting more conscious of, I have an illness. One day my mom is not gonna wake up. Like we don't sit and dwell on that, but we face facts. So I'm not gonna be here forever. So I'm really trying to get her independent as much as possible. Even while I'm here. So when I leave, like there's this app she had me download and it shows her where I am. Um, like even if she was going to school right now, that would be super cool. I can see her going to school. She has gotten sick on the train before. Um, Surrounded by people she don't know. She fall out, she's screwed. That's why she wears the bracelet. But if people don't know what to do, it doesn't even matter because she can't do it herself. That's what people don't understand. If she can't do that in the public, then what do you think it is at home? So I'm like, I don't even really understand why the people in my community treated me like this past few years. But you know what? Ignorance is bliss. I will never understand that. I will never understand it. But it just is what it is. But the app is amazing. Let me see what the name of it is. So when my phone is dying or it's getting low, the app shows her what my battery is. And the app shows me what her battery is. So it'll work both ways. Like say she's out, I will know where she's at, and I'll know she can call emergency. Like there's a GPS on her. It's like a GPS tracker. Where is it? She's very very resourceful. Like we're like besties. Like there's the mom, me, and then there's the nurse side. The nurse side, I don't play with her. She don't like her. Then I gotta go back. Oh, Life 360. Life 360. They have a plan where you can pay for it. I was like, Gina, it's something it was like expensive for me. I'm like, I'm not paying for that. She was like, no, don't use the paid account. Use the free account. The free account is very good. It shows me where she is. Well, I'll say where I am because I'm the only one going out right now because she's on quarantine due to COVID. Like, I really want to thank everyone who has sent me money, who has sent me groceries to my door, who has cashed at me money, who has called and checked on her to straight to her phone, who has called and checked on me. Um, and it's very few. I want to shout out to people on Facebook only because of my connections that I have in England, Canada, and Illinois, and my other close connections. That's not the reason why I haven't deactivated Facebook. And then y'all gonna have to get it together because I'm sick with Facebook. I'm getting ready to sue them. Seriously. I'm tired of people playing with me. I'm getting ready to sue them. Okay. And I'm coming off of there. I'm only going to be using Messenger because you everybody loves Facebook. I don't. Okay, I don't like Facebook anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep Messenger for a while, but I'm telling you by April, I'm giving everybody to April. I'm deactivating Facebook. I'm tired of being accused of all types of things that I have not done. They accuse me for nudity so many times. I'm trying to understand. Like they accuse me of nudity, take my page, all my stuff I put there for 30 days. Then they apologize. Oh, we got it wrong after you done shut me down for 30 days. I lost my job with Amazon last year like that. Like, no, like I'm good. And the energy on there is too low. At least with YouTube, it filters out what I don't want to see. The variety of what I can choose to take in is totally different. The consciousness is totally different. than the setup on Facebook. That's a fact. I'm over Facebook. I'm over it. People gonna have mental health issues dealing with Facebook. My daughter, that's what really did it. Because my daughter likes being social with social media to a certain extent. But what happened, it was so funny. Everyone thinks that like I knew this even happened. I didn't even know this happened. I was the last to know. My daughter got a message from somebody, and in the end, like the police was used as a tool to make her do something. And like she has not, like she'll get on Facebook, maybe if it's something I want her to look at, like a video or something instructional that I want her to see. She runs from it. I don't even think she got it on her phone. She was like, I don't like Facebook. It's weird. she never had nobody, she never had any negativity. I never told my daughter anything bad about nobody. Anything she know about anybody is because she see you or don't. I don't know why people like to deal with their feelings. You got to stop that. I ain't never been like and I think that's why I can get along with my exes. And honestly, the one with the same name, I can honestly get along with the first one to be honest. I'm more mature than him. My maturity, all the issues with my exes was with me because I was a I grew late. My growth was stunted. My growth was stunted, honey. They had crack out. Grew up in the 80s and the 90s. So, I mean, it's a known fact that it wasn't, what you want to call it? Who? It wasn't the Wizard of Oz. It was the Wizard of Oz out here. It wasn't the palace. It wasn't where you could just grow up in a healthy environment and healthy neighbors. If 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 somebody wasn't touching on the kids, somebody was getting beat down or shot, or somebody was stealing something to go get some crack. God knows what the police was doing. They was bringing it, allegedly. Guess I'm gonna use that word. No, I'm just saying, like, we didn't bring it here. So I grew up in America. I can't wait for somebody to pull that mental health crap on me. I grew up in a mental asylum. I'm fine. We not the problem. We become the problem because it is a problem. That's how my temperament is. I don't become agitated until I'm agitated. You know what I'm saying? I wake up happy. I wake up at peace. I'm only a lion when somebody's dangling meat and it's time to eat. It's time for me to get my next normal breath. Why should my heart be racing at 90 miles per minute? Why? Ah, peace and love. I love you guys. I love myself. I love myself now. I know that's crazy to hear, but it's even crazy to have to say and admit. But it's a fact. I want to play this. I'll be sitting here listening to my own music. I literally shut the world out because it's just not healthy right now Facing that fact, you're gonna live longer, your family be here longer. Tell your family stay home. I'm not saying be scared. I'm not saying lose your freedoms. Stay home and stay alive though. I am so good. Humanity is sick. I'm healing my portion. I hope that everybody else does their part before I leave this realm. Because I would love to see some peace. Because I don't even know what it looks like. I did get to see my daughter grow up without being raped or mistreated or adopted. Like I saw my daughter grow up normal. I tell you, I sit back and I'm like, I never knew. I never knew this stuff even happened. You know, it's a beautiful feeling to be able to just look the facts in the eye and own them, own it. I just want to own it. I want to own it all. I don't want to be like, the streets. The church want to say, oh, those people are bad. And I'm not doing that. Those people are not bad. That was done to them. Just, oh, that made me smile. I didn't even spell that word. It's a beautiful day. I'm grateful to be here. Like, I could have been risky and messed up. I could have stepped on a landmine. You know what I'm saying? You can die out here any type of ways. I could have stepped on a landmine out here. I could have been gone. I could have been at the wrong place at the wrong time for any wrong fate that I definitely did not want. Definitely did not come and go through 41 years of this stuff to learn. That's why I want to say how old I am. I'm not ashamed. I don't know what's wrong with people. I don't want no fake this, fake that. I don't want none of that. I want the real. A lot of people not ready for that. I've been having to eat reality since I got here. And it's ugly. But I'm grateful that it didn't kill me. It didn't kill me. And it didn't take me and turn me ugly. You know what I'm saying? That is a powerful thing. I feel bad for humanity though. Because everybody really not going to make it. Like, I'm not even talking about everybody not going to make it, like, to the finish line or whatever. I'm talking about everybody not going to make it to consciousness. Because I surely almost did. I rebelled the fact that I was adopted so long, and that was the key. That was the key the whole time. Had the stewards kept me, I would have never got the chance to know any of this. No feelings, just facts. I don't hate them because I'm relating this fact. It's a fact. My feelings is I miss them. Oh, I wish they wasn't broken. I wish this had never happened to them. I wish it had never happened to them for so long. I wish that somebody long ago, 1904, would have figured this out. I wish it could have got fixed before it got to me. It didn't. My brother didn't make it. My mother didn't make it. I refuse. I just refuse. Like, I'm not even going to sit and be like, well, I'm going to make it. No, I am. I am. That's just it. I am. I am. And I don't even have to know how. My spirit is strong. You know how many times I done jumped out there not knowing how? I'm from Philly. Period. Do you know how many times? Like even coming to New York, I didn't have a plan. I just knew my baby needed her insulin every 3 hours and I needed to watch her blood. That's all I knew. And look what happened. Like I have security. I have security in the middle of a storm where people are about to be, like their lives are going to turn upside down. And I know what that's like. I feel sorry for, I just feel it's a solemn feeling. It's very solemn. I want people to wake up so we can get this together. Peace and love. Thank you for joining me on the block. This was my first longer Blockcast. I really enjoyed expressing myself and getting this off my chest. I have a feeling tonight and tomorrow I'm going to be even more ready for what I have in store for myself and what the universe has to offer me. Because I am aligning myself for my purpose. I'm helping my daughter align herself for her purpose. I made a promise to the universe that I was going to do that. And that's what I meant. I'm grateful for my journey. I'm grateful for the people that I have met on this journey. I'm grateful for the knowledge that I have been exposed to. I'm not even going to sit here and say that I know, because don't quote me on anything. I'm going to say what I want to say, though. Because this is personal for me. I was born looking for my family. Now I'm here, found them, and I keep them so close to my heart, they have no idea how much I hurt. They have nobody knows, because I don't even talk about it, and I'm not going to do that. But I found them, and then I find out that was the tip of the iceberg of the beginning of my identity being distorted. So my life, my steps, my actions, they all were valid. None of them were void. They all came from somewhere. The way my mother treated me came from her childhood. I was told this. Now I understand. Those two worlds, the North and the South worlds, collided when she adopted me. Those two spirits we both carried collided. And that tipped the scale for me because I was the younger, not knowing. I knew something. I just knew something that was just something. I didn't even know it was something I was supposed to go look and read and look and how was I supposed to figure this out. I just knew it was something. Something was off. Even going to school every day. What was off? I did not have the knowledge to say anything, do anything, be a spokesperson for change. I wish I could have, because I sure would have. Now that I know now, Johnston County wouldn't even put African American so-called Black people studies in their school curriculum. That's what they was standing there teaching me at. I wasn't standing at school. I told my mama, I said, Mama, I'm going to walk up there and hit one of these people. You think I'm lying? Mama told her brother, go get that girl from up there. She from Philly. She really not from there. Mommy from there. I wasn't from down there with that mess. She got used to that. She flew that flag, honey. She was one flying flag flag flying lady. I say you that. I used to wanna. Let me shut up. I used to want to do stuff to their flag, but I knew I would get a whooping, so I ain't never touch it. But I will admit, I used to want to do stuff to their flag. I didn't know why. And I'm not saying I'm no terrorist. I'm just saying the spirit is real. It's like when I was sitting in church, I wanted to know. How do I know which one of y'all is the right church? I do want to follow the right God, you know. Nobody could ever give me no answer. That's why I never trusted adults. I'm like, something is up with these big, tall people because these people is up to something. Child, I've been on this, but I never knew what. And then stuff happened to me that was designed to distort me even further, and I was off the course, period. So I was drunk. I drank a many a years. I sound like a old person saying that, but I'm dead serious. That's when I started drinking so young. But I don't do that no more. As I'm sitting here about to sip this Hennessy, because I'm grown. I have like a little bit in here. This little hand spell. I've been here since the first of the year. People know if I'm a drunk, because I be out talking junk, won't get nothing done. I can't get drunk because I got to do blood duty all the time. But every now and then I need to just take the edge off. This pandemic stuff here, and I feel bad for anybody who's going through what we went through last year. I don't want to go through that no more. Last year was crazy. I gotta call Denny when I hang up. Shout out to my boo Denny. Shout out to my booski leader. I love you so much, baby. Tell mommy I am loving my pressure cooker, honey. Good God Almighty. I put a roast in there and some potatoes. Oh my goodness, and some onions and some seasonings and some herbs. And a little ginger. Oh my goodness, it's so tender. I've been making, no, it's a roast beef. A roast, yeah. I made me, it threw me off. I'm about to say roast beef sandwich. I was about to say, hold on. I did say roast, right? I'm really happy. I woke up happy like 30 days in a row. Like, I don't think I ever did that before. And if I did, it was when my dad was living. Like, he died when I was like 8. Because I was a daddy's girl. I really was. I was a daddy's girl. Okay, this is enough for me. I just went 2 hours and 30 minutes. The next time, I'm gonna make y'all sit here and watch Clarity like I be doing. Say no. Watch Dexcom follow. Sometimes I be able to just stare at the screen when she's in the episode until the episode is over. Earlier, y'all should have seen it. It was like 2 hours of hecticness. I'm running through here, heart pacing. She getting an attitude with me, so what I do is instead of hollering at her, I grab her hand and put her hand on my chest so she can feel my heart. Then she'll be like, Mom, calm down. And then she don't have an attitude no more. Ain't that something? I have to sacrifice myself for her to get it together. It's crazy. That cost. There's no price to put on that pain and suffering and stress. There's no price I can put on it. It costs. I pay a deep price. So I really need support. Like the people that's going to be close to me, I need them to understand that I'm dealing with this 24 hours. Whatever you're dealing with, you can take a break. You get a break. I don't want to hear it. Because I remember what it was like before this happened. You can turn your life off. You can press pause. I don't get no damn pause. There's no such thing as pause in type 1. There is no pause. Not even when you sleep. My spirit know when I'm asleep when I gotta jump up out of my sleep. That's some crazy sleeping, okay? You ever been asleep and just jump out of your sleep because something going on? Try doing that for 5 years in a row. Every night. And then try when something don't happen, you still jump up because it done happened so many times in a row it's a habit. You don't know nothing about that. Listen, I read books for the mind and everything because I have to gain control and keep control of the effects that dealing with this disease in my household alone, my broken household, at that, I have to deal with the effects of all of it. I have to deal with the facts of it, not the feelings. We ain't got time for that. This was my therapy session and it was good to me. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope it one thing, just one sentence resonated with somebody who is feeling that you under all these breaks and under a lot of pressure. Because we go through that. I go through it more often than I'm able to communicate to other people and say that. You know, like I'm just gonna say this because I know people be watching my videos on the slide and they may not say nothing. But I wanna say to my friend Audrey, and I'm gonna say that is a friend, family member who has known me since before I even gave birth to my daughter. Okay, who knew my blood family before I even knew those people. Okay, um, we go through it. We don't see eye to eye all the time. I'm an Aquarius. No one is ever going to see eye to eye with me. But I want to really thank her for what she did when she came here. But I want to say to her, or just put it out there, I was hurt when you felt like my caring for you, I don't want anyone to come here. I said that in my life. I wasn't actually talking to her, but after I found out the news, because I'm close to the medical people, more than anybody else that I deal with. And my daughter's doctor, we talk a lot. And I let her know that people had came here. Only one person has came. Well, two people now, because she came and bought me some groceries, which was a blessing. She spent hundreds of dollars on me and my daughter. I'm so grateful for that. But I never meant to insinuate anything negative when I stated for New Year's it would be best to stay home. Because my daughter is under self-quarantine. And she has been going on a year now. People forget what I have on my plate. I'm forced to face nothing but facts. I have feelings. I just went through 3 lows with my daughter a while ago. Thought I was going to have a stroke in here. My heart was racing so bad. She got an attitude. The only way I could break her attitude was for her to put her hand on my chest. I'm going to say this again. For her to put her hand on my chest and she felt my heart about to bust. She was like, Mommy, no. So she wasn't mad at me no more because I'm freaking out. Because at the end of the day, when she goes down, she's down and I have to act or she's out of here. That's a lot of pressure on me. And her. She can't save herself. None of this is play. None of this is made up. None of this is intentional for money. That coma for 9 days, her diagnosis was supposed to be brain dead and blind. That's why Social Security was put on her before she even left the hospital. I never even applied for it. They came to the hospital. My daughter is sick. And I don't want anyone to go through what I'm already going through before pandemic. So I definitely don't want nobody to go through pandemic too. I need people to understand that I'm dealing with facts over feelings right now. And everything that I do is to keep my daughter alive and mentally stable and happy. Going in the shelter wasn't because it was party time. I went through trauma after 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 trauma until I finally said, you know what? I got to go somewhere and protect myself and get it together. Because there's wolves out here. America eats its babies. Americans eat its babies too. It's just like your daddy and your mama. Just like it's the same thing. The system eats us up. And because we're all being eaten up at once, we eat each other up. I can't. I got off that hamster wheel. I will not sit here and act like I am higher than anyone. I rode that hamster wheel over 30 years. Sure did. I rode it till the wheel fell off. Then I realized that I'm on a hamster wheel and I got off of it. Being adopted gave me a big push. Most people adopted don't. We're not attached to anything. Anything you've given me as a tradition, I'm going to question it because you're giving it to me and I know that you're not my family. So it's just something that we do. Unless you got money or something and you really built like that mentally. If you're adopted by scarred people, you're going to get scarred. America did some things to my mom. She was loyal to America. She gave her life to America and came home from them wars and got treated like shit. She's not here to talk about it now, but I am. Yeah, I got mad respect for my adoption. I got mad respect for her even lying and getting away with it. She the bomb. You lied to the government. She had balls, okay? I'm scared of death a lot of them people. They ain't sending me to jail. I don't like jail. My mama had balls to lie to them people and adopt me. That's a high court. Hello? See, that glass empty, had full joint. See how it worked for or against you? Face facts. See, once I got out the feelings of why she lied, she shouldn't have lied. She had to lie. I'd have had a better life. Yeah, she would have lied. I would have never had access to this paperwork that I got access to. I would have never believed that black people was never slaves coming from Africa. I would have never been able to believe that had I never seen her paperwork. And I would have never seen her paperwork had she not be my legal mother. I wear her maiden name. It ain't mine, but it's mine. But the United States ain't gonna get away with being careless. Y'all gonna give me both trees. Y'all gonna recognize both of them. Because I know who my mother is. If I got to dig her up, if she dead one day, gotta dig her up to get her DNA, I will. I did the work. The United States may not know it. I believe they do. But she didn't sign the birth certificate. I can't wait to get my long form birth certificate. Philadelphia got to give it to me because I was adopted. I believe the only name on it is mine. And I only got a first name and a middle name. Because that's her sister name and her middle name. That's all that's on it. I don't got no last name. Her name is not on here. That's what she told me. So I can't wait to see this paperwork. And even if it's not true, I won't be mad at her. Because that was a long time ago and she was a child. Something happened to her. And now that I know what I know, all this other stuff that happened to her, she finally told us last year, listen, I can't wait. This is good to me. I want to thank Aboriginal Power. Listen, go check that channel out. I know you might not like everything they saying, cussing or whatever you got going on with you. Listen, just sometimes you got to filter. Get you a filter. Let the feelings go. Listen to the facts. Because I'm trying to see my people get back like how we supposed to be. Today. Yesterday. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of you. I love you. Peace and love. You have just listened to Shell from the Block for 2 hours and 39 minutes. Pat yourself on the back. That is a therapy session. Release. Breathe in. Breathe out. Thank you for pulling up on the block with me. I am Shell from the Block, period. I swear, can I get that name on my can I change that to my real name? I don't want no last name. I don't want no Jones. I don't want no Stewart. I don't want none of these English man names. Just call me Shell from the Block. Represent where I was born out of. Because I was born out of the block, period. That's what I want my name to be. I don't want my name to be attached to all this genocide and murder and capitalism and isms and all this mental health craziness. I don't want to be tied to none. I'm not. No, I want to. Man, maybe I want to listen to Tupac. I'm about to listen to some Tupac. All I hear is Hail Mary. I'm pulling a Hail Mary. I want my name to just be Shell from the Block. I want to keep Shell. You can put another L in it for mine. Or we can just do Shell Talise because I don't want no last name. Or it's just going to be X. It's just going to be X. I'm not even going to get into what, like, something's on my tongue for me to say. I'm not going to say it, like, but I'm going to throw it out there, like, a public citizen, private citizen, corporation, straw man, all of this wickedness. It's time to face facts. I'm so in love with myself today. I never thought I would this is a new feeling for me. And maybe I'm isolating myself because I really want to keep it. I want to embrace it. I want to process what I've learned because it hurts. Like just learning this American diabolical, traumatic story is hurtful, especially when you're on this side. I'm on the damn side that hurts. Like, it really hurts. But my whole life has hurt. So I think I can do this. I'm going to stay strong. I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to stay open to the universe blessing me with bliss. No blood involved. Not that. I've listened to so much. And I'll tell you, I've listened to so much Bobby Emmett. I'm telling you, in my sleep too. Because I'm training myself in my sleep. Because I notice my mind works, I think, a little more when I'm asleep because it has its own right to do what it's going to do because I'm consciously, like, chilling. So I think my mind works a little harder at night. That's why I be waking up the way I do. I be like, no, I need a whole 2 hours to decompress when I wake up. It's because I be somewhere. I'm telling you, I be somewhere. And something attacks me in that shelter. I'm telling you. I don't think I ever talked about it on here. But everybody on Facebook know. The Facebook family know. I woke up with knife, like Wolverine scratches through my sheets. We didn't have no pets. All the way down to the mattress. I don't have nails. And I know going down where I wasn't biting my... they wasn't teeth marks. So I have always known that there's something about my attachment to things that I can't see. I'm gonna just say it like that. There's always been that. There's always been a that. There is an attachment that, like, when people die, one time somebody I loved to death died, and I used to always smell him when I'm about to snap out on somebody or about to flip out. I would literally smell him, and it would drive me crazy. I'm like, y'all don't smell that? Like, I remember that so vividly when I try to describe this. Um, I had a lot of cleansing to do. I attached to bad environments and bad people, and I attracted it in my life. I attracted damagedness, just damage. But the fact of that is, that was because I was damaged on the inside. And I see that now. Now that I'm healed and I have under overstanding and I have knowledge of how I got here, what my purpose actually even is. Because for a long time I had no clue. I knew I had talent. I knew I was smart, but I was never molded. And I should have done it for myself, but I wasn't in the environment to even do self help as a child. So it just was really, really awkward growing up here in America. And I know it's for millions and millions of people can say the same thing. But knowing what happened, you can address the pain. You can address the factual issues, the factual causes, the factual effects. That's growth. It's you're either gonna grow from it or it's gonna kill you. One or the other. Good luck. It's like no, you're gonna grow if you take the steps to do that. Those steps are important steps. Never keep the truth from anybody. It's not worth it. Be honest. Something happened. Speak on it so you can heal it. Because living around it isn't good enough. It's going to be exposed. It's going to come out. Whether it's directly or indirectly, it comes out. That's where I was for a long time. That's where I was for a long time. It's an ugly place to be. Ugly. Ugly. Facing facts is important. That's my therapy session for tonight. It's 9:05, Harlem, New York City. I want to give nothing but peace and love to everybody hearing this tonight, tomorrow, next year. It's a beautiful day. Today was a beautiful day. Period. Peace and love. Thanks for chilling with me on the block. Please like, subscribe, comment, shoot me a WhatsApp. Check on me and Gina, see how we doing. I'll holla back.